Cryptocurrency is crashing, and we're going to see what is going on with the market. As we know, Bitcoin is sitting on a $66,000 very critical level. Ethereum seems like it's dead in the water. We're going to discuss what's going on with that inside the chart, see where it's heading. SUI is coming off basically all-time highs and retracing from that. Solana is coming from a 10% or 12% pump, just retracing off that. And XRP, what is going on with XRP? Well, we'll get into that as well. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Make sure to share this video. All right, so the fear and greed index in the cryptocurrency is showing at 50. So the market's just quite uncertain still and bouncing at that neutral level between 40 and 60, 40 and 60. And you can see one-time extreme greed. That obviously was the one time to take your profits or just kind of sit and wait. And you could have had much better buying opportunity as the Bitcoin and some altcoins hit an all-time high. So this may be a reason why the market has crashed. The Tether stablecoin crypto rally foiled by a report of Department of Justice probe of Tether. Okay, so the Wall Street Journal story here, cryptocurrency prices have reversed early gains and are broadly lower during U.S. afternoon hours on Friday following a Wall Street Journal report that the U.S. is probing stablecoin issuer Tether for violations of sanction and anti-money laundering rules. Goes on saying stablecoins are a type of cryptocurrencies whose value is pegged to another asset. Typically the US dollar with a market cap in excess of $120 billion. And that is Tether, which is the most widely used stablecoin. We're just going to take a look at this bubble chart here, and it shows you what the biggest market cap is to the smallest market cap on the top 100 coins. And obviously, Bitcoin is the biggest bubble. So we got Bitcoin here. It's 1% on the day, minus 1%. Solana, minus 3.8%. ETH, down 1.2%. XRP, down 2.1%. We got Toncoin, down 3.5%. Polkadot, down 2.2%. Tron, 1.5%. Volatility going on right now. And who's going to win in the month? Well, it looks like SPX up over 1,783% right there on the month. We got Render down 20%. We got Polygon down 20% as well. On the week, who's the winners? Well, it looks like Safecoin and GOAT. Ray, SPX still hanging in there, and ApeCoin. At SPX right now, still up on the day, 1.4. Okay. On the hour, it's down 0.54%. And everything else up. So when something pumps, that's why you don't FOMO into it, because usually falls. All right, let's head into the charts. Okay, we're just going to quickly go through some of these cryptos here. We'll start with Bitcoin and then go to Ethereum. Okay, so Bitcoin is I'm still bullish on Bitcoin, definitely, as it's bouncing right now on that critical $66,000, $65,000 mark. You can even say right down to 64,500. It can still be bullish down there because it would retest that 30 moving average, but it still remains above that 21 moving average, which you know that is very, very bullish. Plus, we're going to be soon having the 50 crossing the 100 moving average. That thing would, I'm assuming once that happens, Bitcoin will take off, may even leg up. You can see my target price there of $88,000, $90,000. Okay, I do think that it needs to get a little more oversold to hit those levels, but you can see back in early February, there was it rose up. You can see on the RSI down here, it rose up to an overbought level, and there was a lot of people purchasing. Okay, a lot of people purchasing, and then Bitcoin bounced through and to an all-time high level, which became extremely overbought. And then from there, it's been lagging sideways. You can see kind of the same thing happening right now. The RSI is looking like it is getting a little overbought and exhausted, and then coming down to levels where it might just pop up and then become extremely overbought, which would lag Bitcoin right over $74,000 for sure. Okay, Bitcoin has basically only bounced on its 365 moving average twice, which is why I think that Bitcoin is following the same trend and bull run it has been in 2020 and 2021, because you can see there it has bounced off and now moving up higher, which if you watch my last videos, I explain why Bitcoin goes to $90,000 with pink trend line that I have here. You can see that Bitcoin, after going to an all-time high here back in 2021, has receded back down to that trend line, back to the 365 and bounced. And that's what I think is happening right now. And that's very well could be possibly happening right now. So hopefully it is. And that would get Bitcoin to a new all-time high. All right, some downside prices. If Bitcoin falls below this very critical line of 65,000, then you're going to see a $63,000, $60,000 Bitcoin, and then retesting down here at 56,000. All right, let's head to Ethereum very quickly. All right, we're inside the Ethereum chart now, and obviously Ethereum is taking a different course than Bitcoin and on a different cycle. And I want you to recognize the last cycle Ethereum had. Those who bought here and were holding out had gains with Ethereum of over 4,000%. So that's basically what Ethereum is still coming off of, is a 4,000% pump on the first cycle there in the bull run with Ethereum. So now we can see that it fell short of an all-time high here of $4,000. The all-time high was almost $5,000. Okay, so Bitcoin hit an all-time high, but Ethereum didn't. So it's kind of lagging like silver is. And this could be huge if one would just have the patience and have a long-term play here. So that's what I do with Ethereum. I have a long-term play here. In fact, I am not in any Ethereum right now because I do think Ethereum has a lot more downfall and sideways movements, because if you look here back in the first sort of back half of the first cycle here, Ethereum was just moving downwards, downwards, downwards until it hit its bottom and then finally broke and then made headway and new all-time highs. But Ethereum looks like it's doing that now, kind of lagging on this resistance I have here on this red. It did hit here, okay? And we are in the 1 week chart here. So it got rejected here and then now moved down back to its retesting its 200 moving average on the week. One thing I want to point out here, okay, I see Ethereum really bearish right now, and I do see Ethereum ready to fall a lot more and potentially come and retest $1,700, $1,800, okay? The reason is because you can see the 21 moving average now crossing the 50 moving average. That can't be good, as history shows when that happened. Okay, now this is not financial advice, and please do not panic, okay, because anything else could happen. This is crypto. But you can see here clear as day that 21 crossing the 50. There was over 9 weeks of Ethereum falling week after week. Okay, you can see these red candles and hitting its new low, and that was when it hit its all-time high. That was just after. Ethereum coming off its this year's high, looking like it's done. That 21 now is crossing the 50. The 200 still on top of the 100, and the 100 moving average has not crossed yet on the week. That's not good. We go to the one day chart here. Okay, the price is well under the 365. The 365 looking like it's coming and approaching the 200 moving average. That's not good. We see all similar actions happening right here. Okay, while Ethereum, after it hit its all-time high and then went into its bear market, okay, that 100 crossing the 365. I'll show you right here, the 100 crossing the 365, and it was a slight pump, but then after completely got shot down and went to retest higher lows. So I can see that happening right now with Ethereum. Just be patient with this one. I believe this one has a lot of potential in the future, and there's going to be a lot of buying opportunity coming soon. So yeah, it's up to you, but I do think this is a great asset, and we'll keep an eye on this one for sure. So just a quick update with Solana coin right here. So it's obviously just coming off of that, well, it was like a 7 or 8 day pump, coming and receding off that, and then just basically retesting $161. Definitely very bullish here as the 21 to 30 is crossing above that 200 moving average. So things are looking very spicy for Solana. 50 moving average swiftly coming up as well. Look at that. So all things are bullish for Solana right now. It's just taking a bit of a breather, coming up from a bit of a pump. But you can see it still has some headwind here as it needs to cross $184 around that mark to break higher, and then it can get to that $209 mark. For some downside movements for Solana, we'll just jump to the 4-hour chart here very quickly. It is crossing now on the 4-hour chart. It is actually sitting now on the 50 moving average. Okay, so if it were to fall below that 50 moving average as it did here, just fell but quickly up. If it were to hold down, it would retest the 100 moving average, which would be 156, and then that 200 moving average, which usually if it crosses that goes right to here. So the number would be $145. Okay, but I don't think that's going to happen because it would have to go under that 200 moving average. You can see it did one time here, but all the moving averages were kind of crunched in, then kind of had a bit of a squeeze here, actually. Solana did. So price is looking bullish. It is sitting on that 50 moving average. Nowhere near it, though, on the 1-day chart, so quite bullish. And in that 1-day chart, we need that 50 moving average to sit above the 200 moving average. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and that's what could bring Solana down, but not likely currently right now as we're in a bull run and Bitcoin looking to break higher. So Solana, we know, would head right with it. Let's go to Sui coin. All right, so we're in the Sui coin right here on the 1-week chart, and I'm going to zoom out, okay, because I want to show you my price target I have for Sui, and that's just because simply it would follow this trend line, okay, and it did that when it went to its all-time high there in February, did that in March, and then it came swinging down and kind of cupping there. And I do think the price target the range would be $2.94 right around to just about $4, and just to hit on that trend line. So I think that's where it would kind of bounce around, and then that's where you would kind of take your profits if you were trading. If you weren't in this for a long term, if you're in it for short term, I would be out in this box. And currently right now, we'll go into the 1-day chart. It's just flirting with that 50 moving average, but you can see the 50 moving average is popping higher. So that means the price most likely will pop higher. We want to see the price above the 21 moving average for it to go higher, but now it's sitting within that 50 moving average. So that's a little concerning, because if it does fall below $1.65, it would move under that 50 moving average to $1.43 and then retest that 100 moving average right there at $1.22. There's major support there at $1. So don't think that Sui's heading to $1 anytime soon. But you can see it was overbought levels there back in September. So I believe that Sui's just lagging off that overbought level and potentially could bounce here off that 50 moving average. As you can see here, bounce before off that 50 moving average, and right here back in December of 2023, bouncing off the 50 moving average. So it does tend to do that. I'm pretty bullish on Sui coin. I don't have any in the bag. Wish I got some down here, 54 cents. That was only a couple of months ago. So those who have bought down in this buy zone, well done. It is now looking like there is more pump coming, but like I said, the sell zone would be $3 to $4. All right, let's head to XRP. All right, we're inside XRP now, and you can see it has fallen below this trend we're talking about here that it's been sitting on basically since XRP was alive. So it's been bouncing back and forth. Now back inside this, what I would call buying opportunity down in here. So this is a lot of buying opportunity. So those who are bearish and selling, well, XRP bounces in here. So you don't want to be, in my opinion only, you don't want to be selling. You want to be purchasing, and you want to be dollar cost averaging. And here's a good time to do it because you're underneath all of the moving averages. It's very bearish. And a lot of retail is getting rid of their bags, which means you can now buy at a cheaper price. I would wait here though, and I would wait because it is now underneath. It tells me, since it's underneath the 200 moving average, that there's a lot more downside, and it could potentially retest 40 cents. So I would, not financial advice, but I would definitely wait for 40 cents, potentially even retesting below this green line that I have here, and coming just like Matic, Polygon, pull now, just like pull, coming down and retesting its higher lows. Okay. I can see in this market today, XRP coming and flirting with that 30-cent low. So I wouldn't be buying XRP currently right now. I'd be holding, just like all the coins, kind of just holding, waiting to see. If you are a buyer though, it is in the buy zone, and do think that it will drop another 10-20 cents, but it may not. It might just hold in these levels as it did here. Okay, go to the 4-hour chart here and we'll see if we can see anything closer. So in the 4-hour chart, as it bounced underneath this very important blue major support there, it has a V-shape sort of recovering up to it, and that's what's happening in the 4 hours. So that's very temporary. Okay, who knows what's going to happen? It's still under it. It might just come up to it and then bounce, now get rejected. It might now just get rejected off 50 cents, or this might be the bounce it needed to move up above those moving averages. You never know. So this is definitely a hold here. Definitely wouldn't be panic selling anything. Like I said, I'd be buying more if these levels hit into the 40 cent, 33 cent. Those levels, but currently, if you haven't bought any XRP, you might just have a gift coming right down to 40 cents, or currently right now, like I said, it's in the buy zone. So that's all I know with XRP, and we'll just keep looking at it day to day. But hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.